Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this drawing and some instructions that it's not science, but it needs to be pretty close. I've done it a couple of different ways, and I really got in making it too difficult. And then I started thinking of another way to do it, and that's pretty close. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an oval. Doesn't really matter what size you start out with, but you need to be 0.59 thickness, because that's the thickest part of our deal. Control D and make a duplicate, and then I'm going to move it down. I don't really think it matters right now, but we're going to tell you what, we're going to group that together for a second and make it that 3.62. So that kind of made it that long. Now our next measurement is skinny at 0.45. So if we take an indexing line and have it go to that line, and 59 point, or take away 4.5 is 14. So we're going to change our nudge distance to 0.07, which will be half that. Now we're going to nudge this line in and nudge this line in. And I would actually check it first and make sure we're right. Go from there to there, and we're at 0.45. So that's going to give us a ballpark where to go to. I'm going to take my 3-point curve line, and I'm going to go from the quadrant to the quadrant, and then right in the middle, go to that line. Okay? Same thing. Quadrant, quadrant, and then go about to the middle and then go into that line. We're going to take the virtual segment delete key and delete this other lines. Now at this time, we could probably, let's see what it looks like just filled in now. That's pretty close. That's pretty close to the shape. Left click, right click. We could probably do some smoothing, and the tip's a little off, but we could fix that pretty easily. Let's take our nudge factor, set it up like 5 inches, and nudge this out of the way. And let's put this in the center of the page. I'm going to move his wordage down, and let's take that top. I'll tell you what, let's take a line, 2-point line, holding down the control button, then hit P. We're going to try to fix this a little bit to make it look more like that point. And what we can do is take the shape tool, and you cannot do this exactly the same on both sides. You just can't do it. So what we're going to have to do is to mirror it. And I'm actually going to maybe bring that in a little bit. And you could play with this as long as you don't mess up our nodage, our nodes down here. I did a better job on that side. Wonder if we would just delete that. Nope, can't do that. And I don't know why that one looks so much better, but we could fix that. I'm going to do what we call a double, or I call. Let's try it. Take a 2-point line and hit P. I am going to cut away everything I do not need. I like this side. I'm going to cut everything else away. I am going to control D and duplicate while holding down the mirror or holding down the control button. Now I'm actually going to take away that line. And I am going to control D and make a duplicate and move it down, take away this line. And always take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. I think we're pretty close. You could play around with it a little bit more, but if we left click, right click, we are at 262, so we could change this to 0.59. And I don't know that, the center node, we might be able to delete these center nodes. I can't, it's hard to see the nodes. There's a node. See, we're at 0.44. So we're a little bit off there, but he can change that. Let's see what happens if we grab the shape tool. See if we delete those nodes. Wow. Wow, I think that looks good. And then if it had to be perfect, if it has to, let's measure again. Whoa, because a lot of times your measurement could just be off. What we need to do is find out, let's get rid of this one. See all the pieces? That's why you smart fill. Hit P, put it in the center of the page, take our line back, hit P, and now let's measure right on that line and see if we're not close. See, we're a little bit off. So what you could do, if you had to be perfect, which I think he wants to be, is take the shape tool, get our nodes right there. We only need to move this a little bit. So let's move it 0.01. Tell you what, let's bring back our numbers again, because we should be able to do this with our numbers there. Let's try to zoom in where I can get the node and the number and get on that node. And I'm going to right click just a hair. Our nodes didn't move with it. Our measurement did not move with it because I'm not moving the line. It was actually measuring the line. So let's see what now we have. That might be too much. See, we're at 0.46. So that's just easily done. Let's change it to like 0.001. Take our nodes, click on your item, and then let's just nudge it back. Let's nudge it back like 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we got now. .45. Look at that. That's a pretty good shape. I truly hope that helped him a little bit. And thank you for watching